Gonna be replacing my wheel stud finally. Got the new one right here. Got the installation tool. If you don't got this, you can just use a big socket as long as this fits through it, and then you can tighten the lug nut up. I'll show you later. We got the bad one right here. It is cross-threaded right there, as you can see on top. It's very simple to take it off. You just got to take off the caliper and then the rotor. For Subarus, you got to put 2 bolts in here and then spin off the rotor. Other ones you might have to lightly tap it with a hammer. Don't hit this surface, because then you will mess up the brakes and you'll have to get new ones. But other than that, it's pretty simple. Just gonna take this off and then take this off, show you how to knock that out and get it replaced. Alright, so to take the caliper off, it's just 2 bolts in the back. They're gonna be 17s on the Subaru Impreza. There's one down here on the bottom, and then there is one up top back here. Very simple to take it off. Ratchet with a deep extension just fits on it. Nothing too hard. Able to break it loose with just that. You don't need an impact or anything. And then you're going to take this off, and then next time I'll show you how to slowly push this off so you don't break it. We got 2 bolts that fit in here. We're going to show you just to push off the rotor. You just want to tighten them down, you know, just a little bit at a time on each side evenly. You don't want to do one side too much and then the other side too much. You just want to press it off nice and easy. Don't go too hard. If the bolts don't fit and it feels like it's getting too tight, just stop. Just definitely do your research, find out the correct thread pitch and exactly what kind of bolt you need. Luckily I had these spare ones that just fit, so I didn't have to do that. But yeah, just tighten each side until it gets tight, and then do the other one until it gets tight, and then it's going to slowly push off your rotor without damaging the rotor at all, so then you won't have to replace it. Alright, so we got it pushed off. It should just come loose like this. If you're struggling with it, it's probably because it's seized on here. Mine is a little bit newer and I've taken it off before, so it's not as seized on there. But for the older ones, it could be. I definitely recommend getting some penetrating oil to help with that. But for mine, just came off like this. We'll get those out later. Just find a nice place to put it where it won't get messed up. And then definitely brake clean it after, since you're going to be touching this and you don't want your debris on the surface. But now we have full access to all the studs. And what you want to do is you want to find the one that is messed up and then just spin it to this open space over here, so that way you could get it out. And then you're just going to hit it with a hammer and then knock it out. And then I'll show you the process of getting the new one in after this is out. Alright, so after you get the stud in place, it's still going to be loose around here. You just want to make sure it's straight, and then when you put the installation tool on, you get your lug nut, you put it on here, and you just want to slowly spin it on. You can hit it with an impact, but I definitely recommend slowly spinning it on, just so you make sure it's nice and straight and you don't have any issues. Definitely watch the back as you're tightening. Take breaks and watch the back. Make sure it sits flush on there, because when it's sideways, then your lug nut's going to go on sideways with the wheel on, and you're going to have to do the whole process all over again. So just take those precautionary measures, make sure that it's straight in the back, and you don't have to do that all over again. Alright, so this is what you want it to look like, nice and flush with the back. As you can see, the other ones are nice and flush as well. So you definitely want to make sure it's like that. You don't have to do it all over again. Make sure it's straight from the front view as well. But yeah, got it in. Gonna get the rotor back on and then get everything buttoned up, and then it'll be all ready to go. So you want to put a lug nut back on here just to push the rotor back onto where it's supposed to sit. That way it's not flopping around when you try to put the wheel on or anything like that. It should stay there after you put these 2 lugs on, and then just get them nice and tight so it sits on there nice and flush with the hub. Alright, so we got the caliper back on, got it plugged in. Gonna make sure that the e-brake works after. As you can see here, got it on there. Plug is back in. You have to take that out just so you don't rip it out when you're taking the caliper off. Got the new stud in. Here's the old one. As you can see right there, that was the issue. Went ahead and got that replaced. Going to lower it, get a lug on there and torque it down, and then it'll be all ready to go. It's that simple.
Like and subscribe.
All right.